Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. The Omicron variant detected in 77 countries. This story takes the lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Thursday, 16th December 2021. Details when we return.
Conveniently located in the Grand Shopping Center, for over 40 years, Food Fair has provided quality service at affordable prices. Now, grocery shopping is made easier and more convenient from the Food Fair web store.
Hey, babe. Listen, I need you to go down to Food Fair to get some groceries.
All right, no problem. Right away.
Thanks, babe. What are you doing? You're supposed to be going Food Fair to get a grocery, man.
I am, but didn't you know you can order your groceries online from the Food Fair web store?
Are you serious?
Of course. All you have to do is just to log on to www.foodfair.gd with credit card in hand, and with an order of $100 or more, Food Fair Grandans will deliver up to 3 miles away. And you don't even have to worry about your information, you know. Their safety measures are excellent.
So hold on. You just order online and Food Fair will deliver to you?
Yep.
Oh, baby, better hurry up and order, man.
I already did. They should be here any minute now.
Enjoy easy online shopping anytime from your home or office from the Food Fair web store. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Welcome back. The Omicron variant of the coronavirus has been detected in 77 countries, fueling concerns of the WHO that it will spread faster and faster.
Just 3 weeks after it was first detected, the Omicron variant of COVID-19 has spread to at least 77 countries. But World Health Organization officials say it's likely already in most countries, spreading fast and shouldn't be underestimated.
Omicron is spreading at a rate we have not seen with any previous variant. Surely, we have learned by now that we underestimate this virus at our peril.
While there is much uncertainty surrounding the newest variant, health experts believe it will soon become the dominant strain of the virus.
Even if Omicron does cause less severe disease, the sheer number of cases could once again overwhelm unprepared health systems. I need to be very clear. Vaccines alone will not get any country out of this crisis.
The U.S. CDC on Tuesday said the fast-spreading variant was responsible for 13% of COVID-19 cases in New Jersey, New York, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands at the end of last week. And the variant is suspected in a wave of COVID cases at Cornell University in upstate New York that led university officials to close much of the campus Tuesday. Cornell reported more than 700 new cases in just 3 days and said in a statement that evidence of the Omicron variant was identified in, quote, a significant number of Monday's positive student samples.
Concerns in Jamaica that parents are promoting the anti-vaccine agenda, which has been contributing to high vaccine hesitancy among students. More in this television Jamaica news item with Kalisha Williams.
The Kingdom today reported its first death from the Omicron variant of COVID-19. It came hours before Trinidad announced its first case of the new variant. Experts in Jamaica said it's now a matter of when the variant will be identified here.
We are anticipating a fourth wave, Mr. Chairman. But there are a lot of us who are asymptomatic, and what I've realized is that testing has been probably suspended or narrowed down or whatever the word is.
Testing aside, concerns too about the high level of vaccine hesitancy in the island, especially among students. So far, only approximately 18% of the population is fully vaccinated, and no data have been released on the total number of students vaccinated island-wide. However, speaking at the latest meeting of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Acting Chief Public Health Inspector Melva Carter explained that parents are a part of the problem.
For Innswood, and there are others, their parents are telling them you are not to take the vaccine.
We were told the St. Catherine Health Department has been visiting schools to administer the vaccines, but the response has not been favorable at some of the institutions. At the Willowdene group of schools, for example, only 7 students turned up for the vaccine during a visit on November 30.
They had to write to the school to release the students who would be having class online. Georgia Primary was visited 3 times. No take-up.
But one counselor believes the health department is using the wrong approach.
I'm around Bogwag, Dintil, Magrad, Yorton, Charlemont High School. And I've never heard a tone cry saying that students from these communities who go to these schools must come to vaccination. And I've never been told in a WhatsApp, email, nothing. And I believe that I know a whole heap of the people who go to school and the parents, and I could help to send them go to the vaccination too.
The World Health Organization had indicated that booster vaccination is the only way to control the spread of the Omicron variant and lessen the impact of the 4th COVID wave. Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Good riddance to Watson Duke. It's the unceremonious farewell from the PSA Council member Curtis Cuffey as the council met on Tuesday to begin to chart the way forward for the association. Cuffey tells TV6 News the membership can once again focus on rebuilding the PSA, but he is warning Farley Augustine to keep an eye on Watson Duke. TV6's Renessa Cutting reports.
PSA President Watson Duke has submitted his resignation letter as PSA President, indicating that he intends to take up the full-time post of Deputy Chief Secretary of the THA. Duke offers his resignation effective December 31st. But PSA Council member Curtis Cuffey tells TV6 that as far as the council is concerned, it's already a done deal.
We are going to deal with this situation that has been created by Watson Duke in accordance with the constitution of the PSA. There are provisions in the PSA to deal with such a situation. He's already moved himself once he accepted that position of Deputy Chief Secretary of the Tobago Waters Assembly. It's just about making it official now. And the PSA will finally be rid of him. And we can start to rebuild our great union.
In his resignation letter, Duke noted that he had been at the helm of the PSA for 12 consecutive years, during which time he says he placed in excess of $5 billion in workers' pockets through salary increases, among other achievements. It's a perspective not shared by Mr. Cuffey.
I'm of the opinion that a forensic audit is called tomorrow. The PSA may be deemed insolvent. The president before Mr. Duke left the PSA around $9 million in the black. Alright? The PSA limps on month to month. No financial accountability. No audited finances. No general counsel now. So at present we really do not know what is the state of the union. We don't know.
Mr. Cuffey further notes that on several occasions, members took the PSA to court and won their judgments. But to date, he says, Mr. Duke has not fulfilled his legal obligations. Cuffey is issuing a message of caution to the THA Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine.
The man is a lawless character. He respects no law and nobody. I really don't know how Farley them going to make all of that for the interview. God help them. But Duke is clever. He's planning something. I don't know what it is. But the attack will not be at the PSA. The attack will be at the Tobago House of Assembly. He's planning something. I don't know what it is, but he is planning.
Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
Barbados' opposition leader Bishop Joseph Arthurly wants to see an end to lawyers being paid exorbitant fees for services to government and political parties.
As he made his contribution to the Public Procurement Bill 2021 in the House yesterday, he expressed concern that some legal professionals which are closely affiliated with political parties continue to benefit from hefty contracts.
There are lawyers in Barbados who have made their lives and the lives of others out of this. In recent years, I've heard of some fees. When I say recent years, please don't run off and foam at the mouth thinking I'm talking about the last 3.5 years. I'm talking about recent years, the last 20 years or so. Let me put it in that frame. We have heard the many stories of lawyers, my goodness, and the fees that they have been paid for services rendered to respective political parties, administrations, and governments in this country, Mr. Speaker. And I believe that a provision like this one, to which I just referred, on page 47 of clause 39, that talks about contract administrators and legal officials who do certain functions on behalf of government with respect to the procurement process, opens the window for the generosity of the public purse to find a resting place in the hands of legal professionals who are affiliated with those parties primarily for that purpose.
More Barbadians are said to be starting their own businesses, contributing to a drop in the unemployment rate.
Word of this from Minister in the Ministry of Economic Affairs and Investment, Marsha Caddo, who told Parliament on Tuesday that unemployment has steadily decreased in Barbados over the last 2 quarters from 17.2 to 15.9% to 12.4%. Outlining some of the key findings from the labor force survey, she said more people have stepped out to make a living on their own.
What we believe is happening is that people are becoming business owners. People are becoming small business owners. People are becoming small contractors, are setting up their own companies, are working as self-employed to get access to contracts, to get access to provide goods and services and so on. This legislation has the capacity to expand the range of opportunities for people to earn better income.
The hotel sector accounts for most of Antigua and Barbuda's revenue loss seen in 2020. Sherilyn Bees of ABS News reports.
Acting Commissioner of the Inland Revenue Department, Jermaine Jarvis, says the hotel sector accounts for most of the revenue loss that was seen in 2020.
And when you close down the hotels, you not only lose the hotel accommodation revenue, but also the hotels consume to provide food and other amenities for their guests.
He explains one of the clear indicators of aggregate demand and how this impacts on tax collections.
When we look at our measure of consumption, which is the ABST, we are only just about 2 million short of our collections in 2019.
Jarvis says there is evidence of a rebound this year.
Revenue collections compared to the year 2019, which we'll use as a base year, up until November of 2021, we're actually seeing a 2% increase in collections at the Inland Revenue Department.
The acting commissioner says the real estate sector is driving the rebound.
You have the stamp duty that is performing well, and you also have the property tax that's performing incredibly as well. We are only maybe about 200,000 short of our collection baseline of 2019.
Jarvis says an increase in revenues in all areas is projected for 2022, anticipating it to be a very good year for the IRD. Sherilyn Beezer reporting for ABS News.
Conveniently located in the Grandand Shopping Center, for over 40 years, Food Fair has provided quality service at affordable prices. Now, grocery shopping is made easier and more convenient from the Food Fair web store.
Hey, babe. Listen, I need you to go down to Food Fair to get some groceries.
All right, no problem. Right away.
Thanks, babe. What are you doing? You're supposed to be going Food Fair to get a grocery, man.
I am, but didn't you know you can order your groceries online from the Food Fair web store?
Are you serious?
Of course. All you have to do is just to log on to www.foodfair.gd with credit card in hand And with an order of $100 or more, Food Fair granaries would deliver up to 3 miles away. And you don't even have to worry about your information, Their safety measures are excellent.
So hold on. You just order online and Food Fair will deliver to you?
Yep.
Oh, baby, better hurry up and order, man.
I already did. They should be here any minute now.
Enjoy easy online shopping anytime from your home or office from the Food Fair web store. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.